is Charles Wallingford back again with another cigar pairing, and today we have the Arturo Fuente Anejo. This is the Reserva Extra Viejo, and we have the Zaya 12-year Anejo rum or aged rum, Gran Reserva. Now this pairing, I plan to do a cognac with this pairing before, but again I'm going with Anejo cigar and Anejo rum. Oh well. Most of the time, a cognac can be interchanged successfully with a aged rum or Anejo rum. All right, once we get this cigar really started in the first third, I'll come back and give you some more background on the cigar and the distilled spirit of today. And we're back. We're in the first third. Before I get started talking about the cigar and talking about the distilled spirit, I want to let you in a little secret. When I first started this, I was really worried. If you don't know already, this Arturo Fuente is a very expensive cigar, and I wasn't tasting hardly anything. The flavors weren't coming through at all. That's why it's so important that I don't just start talking about the flavors I'm experiencing right away, because until you really get into the first third and so on and so forth. If I would have just started talking about the distilled spirit in the cigar and how they mesh with each other, I would have said this is terrible. This is not working out. This is a clash and everything else. But as time went on, as I allowed the cigar to heat up and the burn to get a little bit truly into the cigar, and then take a sip, now I have a very good pairing so far. All right, let's talk about this cigar. Arturo Fuente Anejo. They have different vitolas. This vitola is the Reserva Extra Viejo. It's basically it's like a torpedo. It's not a torpedo, but it is, and it's box pressed. These are aged in Anejo, aged in cognac barrels, which gives it a nice distinctive flavor that honestly didn't come through right away. What I have is this Zaya aged rum. This is a product of Trinidad, so you would call this aged rum rather than Anejo rum, because in Trinidad they speak English. This dark, rich color is a dark, rich flavoring. Deep molasses, deep vanilla, and of course it has that rum flavor that comes through. And it's it can be very dominating. And you can't just put any cigar with that aged rum. It's just not going to work. But I feel that this is going to be a perfect pairing with the strong flavors of this cigar and the strong flavors of this Anejo rum or aged rum will be excellent. Let me slow up a second. I didn't go over the flavors you should be experiencing within the first third. First of all, it should be a creamy texture or creamy flavor and cocoa. And it should have a nutty flavor, a walnut type nutty flavor. You're going to have different flavors in different cigars when it comes to nutty flavors. Maybe it's a cashew, maybe it's an almond, and maybe it's like a walnut or pecan. This one, it should be a walnut or pecan. The question is, am I taking any of those flavors? I definitely can pick up the cocoa or chocolate. The nut it goes in and out. Can I pull out walnut? I don't know, but I do pick up a bit of nuttiness. All right, now I'll see you once we hit the second third. All right, everyone, we're in the second third. While I was smoking it, coming in out of this first third, going into the second third, I had a humongous transition. Actually, it transitioned essentially 2 times from the first third to the second third, and being in deeper in the second third. All right, so what was that transition? First of all, the cocoa, coffee, walnut. I really didn't get too much of that walnut. They describe it. I taste the nuttiness, but not really walnut. But it just started getting more intense as I suspected it would. Then it started to really come alive and transition into a creamy profile. This cigar is initially, it wasn't like a Cuban cigar. A lot of times you associate a good cigar with how close it tastes like a Cuban cigar. Sometimes cigars could be great and taste nothing like a Cuban cigar. Sometimes they are great because they mimic a Cuban tobacco cigar, or a Cuban cigar, not a Cuban tobacco, because most cigars are from Cuban seeds. Now, let me go forward. So while I'm taking this in, dealing with these transitions, the transitions also, because don't forget, I'm here for pairing. The transition, I was feeling, okay, this is going to be a pretty good opening act and main event scenario. Then it changed to, whoa, I think this is a perfect pairing. I wasn't expecting a floral type flavor coming from this rum, and this cigar brought that out. Second, with this rum, I was experiencing more of that coffee, and it pulled that coffee out, that chocolate out, with this vanilla profile. This is a very strong vanilla profile. So this cigar started to change and transition with the creaminess, and the creaminess with a vanilla flavor really made something really nice that I was not expecting. One of the reasons why we had so much transition is because of the way this vitola is shaped. It's wider at the foot and tapers at the top of the cigar, at the head of the cigar, and that makes a serious transition. Now, in summary, initially, right from the beginning, I was like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go. Then once I get in the first third, I was like, okay, this is at least is going to be a good opening act and a good main event type scenario. Now, at this point, with these two products, this is a perfect pairing. This is an absolute perfect pairing. More flavor, additional flavors are being brought out by the cigar for this rum, and the vanilla flavor of this rum is really bringing out that cocoa flavor of the cigar, and the creaminess of the transition just made it even better. So at first I was going to say this is a very expensive stick that you shouldn't break your neck trying to get your hands on. I can't say that now. Break your neck and try to get your hands on this cigar. It is absolutely gorgeous. All right, everyone, if you like this video, if you like the content, don't forget to click the like button. Please leave me a comment, especially if you're interested in hearing about different cigars, or you have a cigar you might think I would like, or a distilled spirit I might enjoy. And if you're new to me, don't forget to subscribe. I have plenty of videos on here. If you're also into watches and things like that, other luxury type items, look into it. I always end with my saying, this is how I spent my money. I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to end it with this. Money does not necessarily buy happiness, but it makes it more fun. I'm Charles Wallingford.